We are back. Hopefully this is enough to get through this period of time. Let's try this. I would say for maybe, let's get through 10 minutes. And I think if we're able to accomplish that, then we'll be able to get through this in decent timing. So yeah, it's great that you all have joined. First thing first, comments, video quality, audio quality. Please let me know how it sounds at this point in time. Go in the comments and let me know, please and thank you. Would really appreciate it, because it helps long term for the growth of the channel. It helps long term for the information that you're being presented, and it will really make a massive difference in everything. So yeah, it makes that difference. So hop into the comments and let me know how's the audio and how's the video quality. Okay, so let's get right into the matter, shall we? Adrian Mariappa, Anthony Grant, and Dylan Barnes. There is some discussion as to what will happen, because as we know, these three individuals traveled to the red list countries of Mexico and Costa Rica. Anthony Grant, Adrian Mariappa, and Dylan Barnes. Now, as we know, if you travel to a red list country and you're from the UK, or you're going to the UK, then you're going to have to quarantine for 10 days in a government sanctioned hotel. 10 days. And that is that's a week and a half. Mr. Blake, please let me know in the comments, how is the video and how is the audio? Are what you're hearing, is it matching with what's coming out of my mouth? Please. So the dilemma here is that for the 10 days stay, you're talking about £2,000. £2,000. Is that coming from the player's pocket? Not for spec. Dave from London. You all right, Dave? Big up yourself, General. So here's the thing now, lads. Here's the situation. Who is going to take care of this quarantine? Is it the players have to pull from their own pocket, or is it the JFF? Well, here is the latest. The players, Dylan Barnes, Adrian Mariappa, and Anthony Grant, are in dialogue with the Jamaica Football Federation as to how to cover this certain cost. So it's yet to be decided as to who will foot the bill for this certain expense. My alarm bells are raised in this instant. Why wasn't this something that was spoken about to the players or negotiated with the players prior to an international duty? Because certainly the JFF would have been aware about the situation, about how things would go. So even if it's, I don't care if it's the JFF that is going to foot the bill or if it's the player that's going to foot the bill. For me, what I think should have been discussed is, I would say, okay, Adrian, okay, Anthony, okay, Dylan, when you return to England, we're going to pay £1,000 and you pay the other £1,000. Or, okay, by the time you get back to England, all right, we haven't given you your per diems as yet, but here's what. The next time you come back to Jamaica in August for international duty, we're going to reimburse you for this. You know, just some sort of communication. For me, that is what I feel is imperative. Communication is key. And now the players are in a situation where it's as if, what's happening? What's going on? Indecision is always an Achilles heel. And it's just disappointing that something like this was not discussed with the players before. Although money's tight in Jamaica, this is Tuffy Ruddy. Although money's tight in Jamaica, I think JFF should pay the represented us and did so to the best of your ability. Okay. Nathan Morgan says, I really can't believe Damari Gray wants to play for Jamaica. Believe my friend. Dave R says, JFF needs to sort this out. Would it naturally be paid to the Federation? Why is that even a question? Or by the Federation? Well, you say naturally, but things are not always as they seem, isn't it? Let's see what Gunner Forever says. Gunner Forever says, only fair that the JFF covers the bill. The JFF lacks professionalism. For me, it's not about who pays it. For me, it's about the communication. Hi, my name is Simon Preston. I'm speaking to Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil, you've been called up for Jamaica to represent us in matches against USA, Canada, and Honduras. We know that Honduras is on the red list, but on your return to England, we'll be taking care of half of your quarantine costs. I personally don't see an issue with that at all. Even if the player says to me that he thinks the Federation should foot the entire bill of the cost, for me, I believe it's important to have that conversation about the topic. Eddie Guna, I saw your comment earlier about the Honduras Stadium videos, and I needed to let me know thoughts now about the video and audio. Is it in sync? Is there buffering? Let me know, okay? Let me know in the comments. Heaney Blake says, all costs related to representing the country must be covered by the Federation. COVID tests, quarantine, etc. I share that same light. Eddie Guna says, if we can't pay, don't call them up. Interesting. Tuffy already says, Simon. Yes, that is my name. Malcolm X. Will the UK-based players be able to play in the USA game? The USA is not on red list, but in another video I will talk about one player in particular who may not be able to make the trip. Did you cover the Damari Gray update already? I joined late. Yes, I did a video on my channel called Damari Gray, What is the Latest Deal? You can check that video out, of course, after you watch this video. Eddie Kuna says, yes, it is better now. Simon, big up. Siobhan Gibbons, no, it is not Ravel Morrison. Nathan Morgan, does the JFF have a GoFundMe? Are they even willing to put their bank account number? Because honestly, I don't know why they're always so broke. I don't think there's a GoFundMe, but I personally think that it would be a wonderful idea to have. I mean, I'll have to check in the FIFA rulebook if there's anything wrong with that, or FIFA is going to say, okay, you're earning this money from a GoFundMe account, and they're going to demand how I should use the money. I think that's something that we'll have to check, though, from FIFA's perspective. Tuffy already, Simon, no player should encounter any And I mean zero expenses when they represent Jamaica. Well said. Well said. Okay. Cool. We don't want these diva players like Jamaica is not a rich country. The federation is struggling with COVID. If you have it in your heart, then you should. Then you're Jamaican. They wouldn't be asking, would they? Okay. No, it's not Bravo. They make millions of dollars a couple of plane tickets. If you really for the flag, you should be. Okay. Calvin Hicks says tough times were in, but no excuse for the lack of organization or communication from the JFF. Calvin Hicks, tough times, yeah. Dre, any other sports? Best team must play regardless of your friend or not. I understand. Theo Nero. These guys are playing Premier League football in the richest league in the world. Championship, even though it's the second division, one of the richest leagues in the world. A plane ticket if you really. Gonna forever. Simon, do you know if the JFF are in contact with Keita Taylor Hart as yet? He's now on a pro contract with Arsenal, started the under 23 season as well. Let me know if the audio syncs well with the video. Respect. As it relates to Keto, there has not been any dialogue with Keto since the summer, but I will follow up. But no, there hasn't been any communication with Keto recently. I'll have to go talk with Paul. B. Douglas says it just seems like JFF always tough tone, too much corruption. DJ Electronics Limited says big up Simon. Big up. Sorry, I thought you were saying that there was. Okay. King Job, the camera and audio is awesome, Simon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's ensure that the audio is off to. Yeah. Tapa. Eddie Guna says Tapa has his clear favorites, which is fine only if he gets results. He's walking a thin line. Big up Simon. How Nathan Ferguson do know Simon? Well, the reality is that he has not been contacted. And to be quite frank with you, it's the 100 that might be between the Premier League and the Championship, and the 500 below them. Probably only 10% will ever be contacted, you know? So that's just something that we're going to have to accept. So just having a hope and pray that things progress. Calvin Hicks says, I was too young for France 98, but I hope to be able to see Jamaica at a FIFA World Cup to see them be amazing. Yeah. 1-1 says, if we're making players pay for flights or anything else, world will trouble. It'll look bad to potential recruits. When do we make the World Cup? We definitely need depth at fullback. We need depth in every position, my friend. Is it true that the coaching staff aren't pleased with Roof if they think, well, like I've said, a couple have not been impressed, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to get called up in October. Roof can bang some goals in Europa League and bang some goals in the Scottish Premiership and bam. Just like that, he's back in the squad. You know what I'm saying? So do not panic. Do not panic. Okay? I'm just testing the video, guys. Honestly, I'm not beckoning at anyone. I'm just really, really testing. Your mad head way up on up, up, up. I don't think I have a mad head at all. King Jav. Simon, can you give an idea of the GFF expenses? Maybe do a video on it. Interesting. Has the coaching staff ever seen Roof play for Rangers? Well, I've seen this guy play since he was a kid. Paul Hall, I've seen him play from his time at Leeds United under Bielsa. Kirk YYZ. Yo, Simon, which high school you went to? I went to Hillel Academy High School. That is located 54 Upper Markway, Kingston 8. It's the high school I went to. Simon, why is Deborah Orgill no longer getting called? Yes, Andre Gray was preferred, I guess, as that hard-running sort of individual. Now the person that has taken over from that hard-working forward is Corey Burke. To answer your question, my friend, I make some recommendations. So, yeah. Kirk says I went to Herbert Morrison. Okay, big up, big up, big up. Pavi scoring on debut in Kuwait. Brilliant, brilliant lad. Long may that continue. Plastic Hive Blue says, good evening, Simon. Can the JFF afford a new coach? Not for a salary that is more than what Tapa is getting right now. Yeah, need a haircut at some point, but not now. Not now. Gonna forever. For me, Orgill is a much better player than Burke and Romario Williams. I agree with you in terms of Romario Williams. Burke has shown tremendous, absolutely tremendous. You see, like from that guy left Austria and returned to Major League Soccer, he has just been like this. And it's not only about the goals, it's about working hard for the team. And I have to big him up for the performances that he has given. Orgill, he does that. And for me, Orgill is a player, is a squad player for me. But look, we can name 100 names, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's 23 that's going to be in the final squad, and maybe with this COVID thing, probably 30. Devo Orgill is strong, seen him play. Yeah, look, I've watched Devo Orgill play since I was 13 in 2007. I saw this guy captain Jamaica to under 17, first ever victory over the United States at youth level ever. 2-0 down after 83 minutes, and bam! I remember leaving the stadium 2-0 down after 83 minutes, and then the next morning, I go on the computer. I'm like, what? We won, but we're down 2-0 after 83 minutes. Trust me, it was just like, yeah. Orgill works too hard for the team. Yeah. What's the best formation you think Jamaica can play? Based on all the gems we have, I still maintain a 4-3-3 with one defensive midfielder, not two, one. So I'd have a back four, a whole midfielder, two sort of like creative, two like number 10s in front of them, and of course the front three. So this is what I would have. Or that destroyer in holding midfield, that number 10 and like a number 8 in a sense, like a box to box in a sense. That can do both. Perhaps a role that Lewis Baker could have, you know? So That's what I do. Guys, we've been doing this live now for about 20 minutes. Please, once more, tell me, how is the audio? How is the video? If it's good, please confirm with me. It's 20 minutes in. I need to make sure because the last laptop that I used after 19 minutes, it just froze. So this is another laptop I'm trying out. Please let me know in the comments. 20 minutes in, 21 minutes in. How is the audio? How is the video? All right. Okay, cool. If it's in sync with my voice, then good. Simon, football is Jamaica is a collection of names, not a team. Football is a team game we're playing. Yeah, yeah. They are not. Dylan Barnes is a four-string goalkeeper. He was on loan in League One. Marp is unemployed and Grant plays in League Two. These three are the lowest paid players of the English based. Map still has his endorsements. He's a vegan, so he's a big person in the vegan community, and he's a brand ambassador for a beard balm company. So he still gets a decent, pretty penny. But I get the point that you're heading at. Hectic Forever said, Simon, did Leon Bailey play today? Yes, he played. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, he did play today. Cool. Yes, he played today, got half an hour. Chelsea won. 3 goals to Lukaku with 2, and Kovacic with the other. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who should foot the bill? Mariappa, Grant, and Dylan Barnes, or the JFF? I am Shore Sports Blessing Simon. Manningsman. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Yes, Arsenal won, yeah. 1-0 victory over Norwich City. And just like that, with 1 goal, you can hop from 20th to 16th. The only person I feel disappointed about is Todd Cantwell at Norwich. Max Aarons, yeah. Brandon Williams. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Is it the responsibility of the JFF to cover these quarantine costs for Mariappa, for Grant, for Dylan Barnes? Should they foot the bill of £6,000? Or is it the onus on the player? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know exactly what you think. And should this be the case if Honduras is on the red list? If ever the United States gets on the red list, which I doubt. I actually doubt seeing that happening. But moving forward, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. My name's Van. Big up yourself. All right, guys. Stay safe. More content coming your way. Let's keep some positivity, yeah? One more comment. JFF all the way says, Tuffy already. Come on, JFF. Let's show these foreign players that we want them to help us. Manningsman says JFF should foot the bill. If they can't do it all at once, they ask the players to pay and then pay them back. Okay, I can work with that because the JFF has to take up per diems, match fees, accommodations, tickets, COVID-19 tests, and other expenses. So for me, I've always said that you meet the player halfway. Look, this is what we can afford, but next time you get called for international duty, we're going to reimburse you. Something like that. That's what I feel. They should come to an agreement, as you mentioned earlier, but seeing this happened already, it displays a lack of professionalism. Well, it's unfortunate. It really, really is. But guys, more content to come. Stay there. A lot of new stuff coming. Stay tuned. Trust me. It's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about, a lot of players that we're going to have to discuss. And in addition to that as well, we're going to have to talk about Anthony Grant. Challenges on the horizon.